How's it going, everyone? Welcome to another video on the channel known as The Name Indeed, and in this video I'm going to be talking about Tekken 8 and game modes and features that I think should be featured inside of Tekken 8. Now note that these aren't really in any particular order on how much is more important or special than the other. This is just a list I just quickly made up in 20 minutes or so of game modes and features I personally think should be inside of Tekken 8. And with all that being said and out of the way, let's jump right into it here. Number 1, a tutorial. I mean, come on. Just about everyone has gone over about how much Tekken actually needs a legitimate tutorial. Just to sort of show you everything that isn't even shown or mentioned inside of the move list. Like how to do low parries, explaining wave dashing and back dashing. Because there's a lot of symbols and shit in there that there's no fucking what does that mean? What is that? And just so on and so forth with just how complicated Tekken can truly be. Now, the addition of frame data was definitely a good start, and hopefully they'll sort of continue to make the game a bit easier on newer players by adding this into Tekken 8. Jesus, hopefully I can make it through this fucking video without my speech impediment trying to interrupt me every 3 seconds. Jesus Christ. Number 2, actual character endings. The endings for Tekken 7 were honestly probably the worst endings inside of any Tekken game I've ever seen. Now, to be honest, some of them were actually fairly good, like Steve, Xiaoyu, Claudio, and Nina, and maybe Hwoarang, because you got to see how he actually lost his eye and all that shit. But outside of those, these are just embarrassing to watch, honestly, especially coming from Bandai Namco, and we all know how good their endings can be for their characters, especially given all of the previous games and all that good stuff. So easily, with that being said, they absolutely need to step up the game with these character endings and actually give us something that's worth watching and something that actually tells us more about the backstory of each character, or something about them, instead of giving us this. Number 3, revamped arcade mode. Speaking of character endings, the old school way of getting those endings were changed inside of Tekken 7, therefore changing the arcade mode entirely. Previously, from facing up to 9 opponents and having unique interactions and rivalries happening, to simply just facing 5 opponents, no interesting interactions or rivalries, you're just fighting. Isn't that what Treasure Battle is for, outside of just unlocking useless money and getting more fucking customization stuff? Just get rid of this poor excuse of arcade mode and either bring back the original arcade mode from the old games, or revamp it to at least be at least comparable to the old ones, because this arcade mode ain't it, brother. Number 4, character customization. Everyone and their mother can all agree that the old customization system from Tekken 5 moving forward was really nice, and even got 10 times better when we hit Tekken Tag 2. Being able to make your own decals to make your character's design even more unique. Then came Tekken 7, where 80% of the customization was just removed. Hairstyles, where you could have your own bangs, hair length, so on and so forth, were just taken out without any reason, along with the decal editor from Tag 2, if I can speak properly. Again, you gotta love having speech impediments, brother. Now, I really hope that we can see all this come back in Tekken 8 along with some newer additions. Now, if the decal editor isn't there, I can definitely understand that, because especially given this day and age, we've all played Call of Duty. We've all seen those pretty ridiculous emblems out there that are very explicit that can probably get a lot of people in trouble on YouTube. but just bring back the old customization items at least, and maybe add in some textures and patterns for like your clothing and stuff, sort of kind of like how you have in Soul Calibur with their customization options. Number 5, Team Battle. A super fun game mode that for no reason at all was just cut out of Tekken 7. Why I have no fucking clue. But it would be absolutely stupid for this game mode to get just left out again. I mean, like, just come on, think about it. Wouldn't it just be absolutely bonkers to host a online team battle with your friends or just with random people? That'd be fucking awesome. Like, come on, man. Like, we all want that shit. So here's to overall hoping that this game mode makes a comeback inside of Tekken 8, along with 2 other mini games that I'm on the verge of mentioning right now. Number 6, Tekken Ball. Now I know I'm not the only one that goes back every once in a while to watch the legendary Tekken Ball match between Rickstah and BL.
Why don't you just pick Prologue, you morons? Copy him! You are so short.
This game mode is probably the second most fun game mode that Tekken has ever created, turning a fighting game into a simple game of volleyball. Now I would absolutely love to see this game mode make a comeback inside of Tekken 8. Especially with this, it could make some hilarious and fun moments inside of the tournament scene. And me personally, I would actually love to see some Tekken Ball tournaments if this happens. That'd just be sick. Like, I mean, come on. But honestly, if I had to nitpick and sort of kind of like pick and choose one mini game to come back inside of Tekken 8, it would absolutely have to be this last thing on my list here. Number 7, Tekken Force. Remember when I said Tekken Ball was the second most fun game mode ever made? Well, obviously for me and for a whole lot of other people out there, Tekken Force takes the cake. Being introduced inside of Tekken 3, the same Tekken that actually introduced Tekken Ball, was truly a blast. Turning a fighting game into a side-scroller minigame was more fun than a lot of people would have ever had fucking expected, and it got even more fun and even more intense with the release of Tekken 4, turning it into a 3D minigame and once again making it even more difficult and even giving them more ideas to work with. Now, I had a blast with this game mode in the past, and I already know a lot of people will 110% agree with me on that. I really hope that this game mode makes a return inside of Tekken 8. Who knows, maybe they'll have something unlockable behind it like how they did inside of Tekken 3 with Dr. B. And just like that, we are done with this video here. I know I only had like a small little list there, but you know, I didn't really have that much to really ask for, really. Let me know what you guys would like to see in terms of game modes and features for Tekken 8. I do plan on making another video talking about Tekken 8 some more. Next, I'll be speaking about the character roster and who I think should make it inside of Tekken 8. And who won't make it into Tekken 8, and who sort of kind of has like a 50-50 chance of making it in. And on top of that, I'll probably mention like some guest characters and maybe even some returning characters that might be featured in there. Who knows, because you know, you never know who will just get chopped out of a Tekken game. Anyways, hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and if you did, be sure to hit that like button, and if you didn't, you know what to do. Hope you guys have a good one, and I'll see you all in the next one. Later, guys.